This is Bronco Juggalo, and I want to welcome you all to Wild Eye Week.
And this is Bill with him. And Wild Eye Week, it's a great week.
We had fun doing this last year. We thought we were going to bring it back again this year. You know, I've been doing Wild Eye Week for a couple years, but this is the second time that we're doing it as an event. Lots of people doing it. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have lots of fun, guys. Lots of fun.
And this is amazing that you've done this. And you were the one that started it.
Yeah. I just came up with doing it 7 days in a row, that's all.
Well, that's still cool, you know, because these movies do need to be put out there for people to enjoy.
Yeah. Guys, we're going to do 7 days, 7 reviews, and there's going to be a lot of other people doing it with us. You've seen the trailers. You know what's coming. Also coming on the Friday during Wild Eye Week, on the 9th, there will be a special broadcast of the Super Slash Bros show where we will be watching Velocipaster. We will also be doing a contest giveaway. That's right, you can win a Wild Eye prize package from yours truly. Without further ado, let's get into our first Wild Eye review for the week. This is a 2018 Wild Eye film directed by Brent Bettman. We have Apocalypse Road.
Yeah.
Starring Katie Kohler as Natalie West and Ashlyn McKeevers, I think is how it's said. I'm not sure. That may be McKeevers. I don't know. As Sarah West. Now, in this movie, Natalie and Sarah, two sisters in a post-apocalypse society, are hunted down. They are separated, and they are forced to fight their way back to one another. This isn't your straight-up horror movie per se.
No.
It's a little more
Mad Max style.
I didn't really want to say Mad Max because it's not like cars going at each other and.
Well, it is
like
post-apocalyptic.
It's post-apocalyptic. There's people hunting one another. There's also there's a lot of stuff going on in this movie.
Yeah.
There's even like a little tiny touch of like Hunger Games, not by like game or anything, but like just by like it's a post-dystopian society, and they're trying. And then the movie is really cool because it's actually told through one of the sisters' memories, through her flashbacks.
Yes.
So she's actually in a place now where obviously she's not having to hide anymore, having to run. So something has changed. You know, they don't really exactly say what's changed.
No.
But something changed to where she could relate this story to others.
Yes.
I really had no cons for this movie. The only thing I could think of is a slight negative, and it's really not a negative for me because it didn't bother me, so I didn't put it as one, is that they never come out and say what happened to the world.
Yes, this was a con for me in this film.
There's a mention of a virus. Well,
yeah, but
they never actually say that it's the virus that changed things. They didn't say. They just were already here. They just like, you're here, accept it.
Yeah, there are no details. Yeah, that was a con for me. I wanted more detail on how did we get here.
Maybe they didn't want to do it because there's been so many apocalypse movies where we...
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know, dude. But, yeah, that was something that was like, well, the whole movie watching it, how did we get here? Are we going to get to know this? Mm-hmm. And it just never really got told. I don't know.
But as I said, it really wasn't a con for me, so I don't take it as one. It's just a slight little myth in the road.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see where you're going with here. But I do have one other con for this film. Just one more. Is that some of the houses they go into, they look too clean. Too nice. Like nothing's happened to it. I know it's nitpicky. I know it's
they were probably using friends' houses and things on a low budget.
Yeah, and you can't.
They probably couldn't destroy stuff, or whatever.
Yeah.
But, that's just kind of how it happens.
But still, it was one of those little touches that's like, really? This is post-apocalyptic? Yet, come on.
The movie had a gritty feel to it, but there were spots that could have been dirtier. It
was mainly houses.
Yeah, mainly. Mm-hmm. So going forward with our positives, one of the things, and this is going to sound really weird,
Okay.
one of the things I liked about this is it is brutality in tone. This is not a movie filled with blood, guts, and gore. There is some blood, there's some, killings, things like that.
Yeah, but you're right about the brutality of it.
It's brutal in its tone. It's brutal. The whole movie is just a brutal situation. And with everything going on, there is...
There's human nature.
There's human nature, there's betrayal, there's distrust, there's everything that makes this movie just that much more... it makes you kind of feel like, damn, these people are kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but it also makes you feel, too, that if this situation were to happen...
How would you act?
How would you act? Exactly. And you got a lot of people in this that truly their true nature comes out. And it's negative, and there's actually some positive. People actually going into their conscience and not being the total ass that they are.
There was one guy that did the right thing, and it didn't get him very far.
And there was another guy, I can't remember his name, but he did a lot of wrong things. But in the end, he did right.
Yeah.
And he died too. But at least he
Just
died.
about everybody died in this movie.
Oh, yeah. But at least it makes you feel better that somebody is such an asshole fucking finally goes, wow, I can be better. But he ended up dead too. It's fucked up, but still, it shows human nature.
Yeah.
Big pro for me in this film, the set designs and the locations that they chose are amazing. I mean, this whole film, except for, these houses that look too new, but other than that, where they shot this film...
It looked like they used a lot of warehouses, loading docks, things like that.
Yes.
I didn't really think much of set design, but because like you said, it's very low budget.
Yeah.
It didn't look like they built a lot, but they did choose some good locations. For finding rundown looking warehouses, things like that would look like they may have gone through some post-apocalyptic stuff.
Or rural areas, very nice rural areas that it just fit what was going on in the film at the time in these locations where we're at in the film.
Right.
I mean, I love it when people pay attention to details like this.
The next thing that I wanted to talk about is the camera work and cinematography.
Okay.
I thought this movie was shot extremely well. There's some beautiful shots in it. Some big sweeping shots, especially at the end. There's some beach scenes, by the ocean.
Yeah.
Really good. There's just a lot of really good camera work in this. I enjoyed the directing. I think the director has a lot of talent. And I definitely would like to see some more stuff from him.
All right, going off of that. Talent. The acting in this film is good for a low-budget film.
Yeah, we didn't have to trade off, acting for something else in this film. That's something you have to do sometimes with low-budget films.
Well, yeah, you got to get who you can.
Yeah, sometimes you have good special effects, bad acting. Sometimes you have good acting, bad special effects. Sometimes it's a trade-off. You really didn't have that problem with this one.
Yeah, and with low-budget films, sometimes some of the actors aren't being paid. They're friends. They're family. And the acting was good. It was really good in this film.
The cast had talent, I'll say that.
Hell yeah.
I enjoyed the acting as well, very much. It's one of my pros, and I thought it was just good all around.
Hell yeah. This movie is.
This movie was enjoyable. I stayed entertained the whole runtime.
I wasn't bored at all in this film.
The final thing I have to say about the movie is that the story is good and it's well written. This whole movie, This movie for low budget, to me, is a total package. It gave me exactly what it should have done. It entertained me. It kept me from being bored. And it showed me that there's a director here and some cast members here that have talent to go on to do bigger and better things with themselves. And hopefully they'll do a lot more independent stuff too. Because that, we all know, in the horror game, is where it's at.
Hell yeah. It ain't just a horror game either. It's a sci-fi game. It's all those genres that don't make it to, the Oscars.
So guys, go and check out Apocalypse Road. Did you have anything else you want to say about it?
No. You and I both touched on what I wanted to.
Check out everybody else doing the Wild Eye Week.
Hell yeah.
Check out Wild Eye Releasing. They didn't send me this copy. This copy, actually, I bought this one, I think. Or Jay sent one, and I bought one, and I gave you one. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I bought at least one of them, and I think Jay sent one. I can't remember. But thank you so much. Maybe they did send it. I don't fucking remember. They may have sent it. They may have not sent it. I don't know. I buy so many, and they send me so many that I forget. But thank you to Wild Eye for just being an awesome fucking company.
Hell
for
yeah.
pushing the gospel of independent horror, because
Thank
it's something
you.
we definitely need. This is Bronco Juggalo saying, peace.
And Bill saying, keep watching Wild Eye Week, and good night.
Mr. Face, motherfucker. Outside your window, peeping, creeping through the doggy door. But your doggy can't alarm your severed head, don't bark no more. Kitchen floor is stained with crimson nightlock, got an empty slot. And the biggest knife is missing used to be there, but